Are we on? I don't know. That's why I asked. Okay. Nope. Yeah? Okay. All right, good morning, everybody. It is 9 o'clock, and I'd like to call to order the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement Special Magistrate Agenda for June 19th, 2019. My name is Keith Davis. I'm the Special Magistrate appointed by the city to preside over this morning's agenda. Please silence any cell phones or other noise-making devices so they don't interrupt our proceedings, and that will be very much appreciated. If you're going to be speaking to me today about any case on the agenda, if you're here for a case, or the city code officers, I need to place you under oath. I'm going to place everybody under oath at the same time. Please stand and raise your right hands. Thank you. Do each of you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony this morning will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? When you hear your case called, please come up to the podium to my right. The city will present its case. They will tell me what the case is about. They may have photographs and other documents that you'll be able to see on the monitors. Once the city has presented its case, you'll have an opportunity to ask any questions if you have any. If not, then I will hear from you at that time. You'll have an opportunity to tell me everything you feel is relevant about your case. If you have additional documents or photographs that you want me to look at, that will be the time to show them to me. Once I've heard everything from everybody, I will, in all likelihood, enter an order this morning that provides some form or fashion of relief. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Number 4, CE 1905-0409-953 39th Court.
Yes. Good morning. Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. 953 39th Court was cited on 5/21/19. The property and City Hall were posted on 5/23/19, and certified mail was sent on 5/28/19. The property was cited for 18-103-B, 18-106-A. The property has since come into compliance with 18-106-A. 18-103-B is still outstanding. I've had contact with the realtor, Lisa. The city is asking for an additional 60 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. Good morning, ladies. Why don't you go ahead and tell me your name and how you're affiliated with the property?
Good morning. I'm Lisa Crease with Real Estate Asset Disposition, and I'm the realtor assigned from the bank to sell the property.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Teresa Burby. I'm with Real Estate Asset. I'm a realtor, her associate.
Okay. Tell me, do you have any questions for the city's code officer?
No, we've been in contact.
Okay.
She's been very good with communication. So everything we've brought into compliance except for 18-103-B, which we're just asking for 60 more days on.
Okay, sounds like everybody's in agreement on this one, so I will find proper notice in this case. I will find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code Section 18103B, but has complied with 18106A. I'll grant an additional 60 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you give me one moment, you can have your order.
Thank you.
Number 27, CE 1904-0325, 1401 6th Street.
Who's representing the city on this case? Oh, okay. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited April 17th, certified mail was sent out April 18th. In addition, the property and City Hall were posted April 24th. The property was cited for rental license, parking requirements, and certificate of use. I've had contact with the property owner. At this time, the city is requesting 30 days for the rental license and COU, or $200 per day, and 60 days for the 9482A, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
What was the daily amount you're asking for on this rental license and certificate of use?
30 days or 200.
200?
Yes.
Okay. Let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir.
Good morning. My name is Dayron Lorenzo. I'm not the owner of the property. The owner is out of the country for work, and he's coming back next week. So he told me to do a favor.
Do you have the owner's permission to speak on his behalf?
Yes.
All right. Won't you-
I'm sorry, can he repeat his name, please?
My name?
Yes, sir.
Dayron Lorenzo. Dayron Lorenzo.
David?
Dayron. Dayron.
Thank you.
Welcome. So he's coming back next Saturday, and he was just asking for an extension. So while he's coming back, he already submitted the application for the rental permit, and as soon as he comes back, he's gonna do the driveway, the parking.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. I will find proper notice in this case. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18162A, 2232A, and 94482A. For 94482A, I will grant an additional 60 days for compliance. For 18162A and 2232A, an additional 30 days for compliance. Thereafter, for all of the violations, if any of the violations exceed those compliance deadlines, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Number 3, CE 1905-0238, 2715 Pinewood Avenue.
Good morning, Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is reference to a vacant commercial building that was issued a notice of violation for graffiti, excessive trash and debris, inoperable trailers on the property, the exterior of the buildings in disrepair, and excessive weeds and overgrowth on the property. A notice of violation was issued via certified mail on May 10th. Postal records indicated it was delivered on May 15th. The notice was also posted. The notice of violation gave the respondent 30 days to comply by repairing and painting the exterior of the structure, and 10 days to comply to remove the graffiti, remove the inoperable trailers, and to remove the weeds and overgrowth. After notice of violation was issued, I was contacted by a representative of the property. I believe it was a maintenance person, and we discussed ways to bring the property into compliance. As of today, the property is coming to compliance with Code Section 18105K. The trailers were removed, and 18106J, the graffiti has been removed. No progress has been made to remove the excessive trash and debris. The property remains in violation of Section 18106A, clean and sanitary. Code Section 18105J, the exterior of the structure remains in violation. No progress has been made on that. And 18106B, excessive weeds and overgrowth remains in violation. Progress has been made to the front of the property to remove some weeds and overgrowth, but the back and the sides of the property still has excessive weeds and overgrowth on it. The city is asking the respondent to come into compliance within 30 days for the exterior paint and repairs, or a $200 a day fine be assessed. And due to the amount of trash and debris and overgrowth in the back of the building along the railroad track area, we're asking the respondent to come into compliance within 10 days, or the city's asking for an abatement order as it poses a health safety threat to the community.
So for 18106A and B, you're asking for 10 days, and thereafter the permission to enter the property and abate.
Yes, sir.
And then for 105A and 105J, you're asking for 30 days or daily fines of $200 per day after that.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And Mr. Petrick, it's your testimony that the 18106A and B violations rise to the level of a threat to the public health, safety, and welfare?
It is.
Okay, let me hear from the respondents.
Yes, Keenan Castile. I represent the property management company. as Mr. Petrick said, we've taken care of some of the issues, but we're dealing with a tenant owner here that is uncompliant in a number of areas, which is making it difficult for us to make sure that we're able to clean up, especially the roofing debris in the back of the property, which also makes it hard to get rid of some of the vines and the overgrowth that are there in the back of the property as well. We were able to get the tenant owner to remove the trailers and the paint or the graffiti and stuff and those things. But we would ask for an extension to 30 days for to remove the debris from the back of the property, for the simple fact that, one, we can't just go in there and make the tenant do something, considering he's the owner of the property. That obviously it creates some legal issues, but we have been able to get him to be compliant with us. And so if we have some time to get some bids together, which I know we've already been working on, but then also we're working with a loan servicer on this as well, and we have to have their approval to get the work done for a certain price. And so we're limited as to what we can do in a time frame, but I believe that given 30 days, we'll be able to get that done. And then the overgrowth, I believe, will be able to get taken care of pretty easily. I'm not concerned about that.
Okay, thank you. When did this case start, Mr. Petrick?
This case started back in May,
Was it me?
early May.
All right. I do find proper notice in this case with the certified mail and posting, and respondents' representatives are present. I do find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18105A and J, as well as 18106A and B. For 18105A and J, I will allow an additional 30 days for the property to be brought into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved. On 18106A and B, I understand the respondent's position, but in looking at the evidence, I have no doubt, and I agree with the position of the city, that the condition rises to the level of a threat to the public health, safety, and welfare, even though it's in the back. I'm not bound by the same legal problems that you are, and I can, based on that finding, authorize, and I will, after 10 days, I will authorize the city to enter the property, abate those violations that constitute a threat to the public health, safety, and welfare, and assess the costs. Okay, thank you.
If I may. My name is Patrick Graham. I'm with Walker Design and Construction. We're currently under contract to purchase the property. We understand that there's issues with the property as it sits right now. There needs basically a lot of work, a lot of cleanup on the exterior of the building, as well as general maintenance and repairs to the facility to bring it within code and also to make it usable. We're currently renting office space in Boca Raton. Our goal is to turn this into our new home for our construction firm.
Good.
We're a design builder. We do a lot of work with the city of West Palm, the county, and it's our goal to make this pretty and bring it up and make it our home for the future, for the next 30 years or as long as I can work. Or so.
Well, so I would just suggest work as closely with the city as you can and move this forward, and that'll accomplish everybody's goal.
Yeah, so we're looking to close in the next 30 to 60 days on the property. We've already got plans underway to make renovations to the buildings, repairs to the property, clean everything up. So as soon as we can start getting in there and get plans approved through the city to make those changes, then we plan on doing that.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Here's a
thank
copy
you.
of your order. Have a great day. Number 29, CE 19050076, 432 11th Street. Mr. Madravakis?
We're writing up a stipulation right now. We're almost done with it.
Oh, okay,
Okay, yeah.
great.
Perfect. Number 32, CE 19050126, 1123 10th Street, Unit 2.
Good morning, Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm. This property was cited on May 3rd. Certified mail was signed for on May 8th. In addition, both the property and City Hall were posted on May 8th. This property was cited for 18123, 1813G, and 1813I. At this time, the property has complied with 18123 and 1813G. I've had contact with the property manager and owner. So at this time, the city is asking for 60 days to comply with 1813I or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
What are the, I saw like a ceiling fan with exposed
Yeah, the
electric.
ceiling fan was exposed and the wiring was out, so they did fix that. And then the sink, it was leaking and it was moving. They did fix that. At this point, the only thing that's left is the ACs that, units that were provided by them are no longer working, and they haven't been working for several months now. So, and I guess she did ask for the extension, Ms. Smith, and they might need permits, I'm not sure. So I just want to give them some time to get it done.
Okay, thank you. Let me hear from the respondents.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Linda Smith. I'm the owner of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
property. This is James Jackson. He is the property manager.
Good morning.
I was not notified immediately of all the issues. I've had a tenant who hasn't been very agreeable with us, but nevertheless, I had already started working on the AC issue by having different companies come out. The same day that that the violation was issued, I had one company come out, and after that, I had 4 other companies come out. The AC is costly to replace, but I don't know if it's 100% gone because the tenant continues to run the AC. You can tell that by the handler. These are mini split units
Okay.
in each room. And so the handler is on every night. He can attest to that. And so I'm asking for an extension, but I want to tell you, I don't know if this will affect the situation or not. I have, in the interim, placed the property up for sale, and I do have a buyer, and I expect to close within less than a month.
Okay.
So that's my story.
Well, the city's suggesting an additional 60 days, an additional 2 months to finish up this work. Do you think that's a reasonable amount of time that you can either sell it and
Sell
get
it,
I mean,
yes.
so the new owner will have to be made aware of these violations and what needs to be done to bring it into compliance.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So the new owner will be responsible, you said, but I don't know what the intentions are of the new owner, if he's going to put them immediately in use or fix them up more or what. So, I mean, I'm sure,
From where I'm sitting, it doesn't matter to me who owns it. I'm going to enter an order that requires some reasonable amount of time for the violations to be brought into compliance. Whether you're still the owner or somebody else owns it, I'm going to enter an order that provides some time to cure the remaining violations. So I guess my question to you is, do you think 60 days?
yes, I do,
Okay.
I do.
All right. Then I will grant the city's request in this case. I do find proper notice, and based on the evidence and testimony, I find the property remains in violation of City Code 18103I, but has complied with 18102-3 and 18103G. I will grant the additional 60 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Smith, there's a copy of your order. Have a nice day. Number 1, CE 19050135, 222 Clematis Street, Unit 202.
Oh, do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, Officer Levine, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This business, Crescent Staffing Solution, was cited for failure to renew its business tax receipt for the City of West Palm Beach. Service was accomplished by certified mail, which was signed for on May 9, 2019. As of this morning, the system reflects that the license is still delinquent, so the city is requesting a one-time fee of $250.
Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent? Do we have any other respondents present in the room for the 9 o'clock docket agenda? Okay. I will find proper notice in this case with the certified mail. Based on the testimony and evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of 82143C and 82144, and I will assess a one-time fine of $250.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 2, CE 19040025, 2017 Dock Street, Unit A is complied. Number 5, CE 19050412, 3901 36th Court, Unit A 102.
Good morning, Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement, 3901 36th Court, Unit A102, was cited on 5/21/19. The property and City Hall were posted on 5/23/19, and certified mail was sent on 5/23/19. The property was cited for 18-103-C, 18-103-E, 18-97-1. I've had contact with the property owner. The city is asking for an additional 30 days or $150 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. I do find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail in this case. Based on the evidence and the testimony, I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103C and E and 1897-1. I'll allow an additional 30 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $150 per day.
Thank you.
I'm going to recall those steps,
Which one?
29 and 30.
29 and 30.
Matter number 29, CE 19050076, 432 11th Street, Unit 1. And also matter number 30, CE 19050082, 1201 Madeira Court.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm. As you can see, we've entered a stipulation for both the properties, 432 11th Street. We've agreed on 30 days or $100 per day for that property for all the violations, and also agreed on 15 days or $100 per day for 1201 Madeira Court.
Okay, and just let me hear from the respondents. Go ahead and tell me your name.
Brian Mandrzakis, and yes.
All right, and I do have the two signed stipulations. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Of the agreement? Then these appear to be in order. I will sign off on both of them, and I appreciate you guys all working together on that.
Okay.
Pardon me? Today's 19th, right? All day. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
You can come grab these if you'd like. Okay, these are the stipulations, and these are the orders that go alongside them. Have a great day. Number 13, CE 19050212, 410 48th Street.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 410 48th Street was cited on 5/9/19. Certified mail was sent on 5/10/19. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. The property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 5/10/19. Property was cited for there's a host of violations here. 181023, window screens, 18103B, repairing of damaged wood to the exterior, 18103E, external doors in disrepair, 18103G, some plumbing issues that needed to be rectified, 18103I, equipment maintenance regarding the NAC unit, 18106A, clean and sanitary conditions, 18103G, painting of the exterior, 18106M, landscaping maintenance, 18-95A, there were some electrical issues, 18-96-C, bathroom ventilation, 78-94-C, swell requiring sod, 94-302-A-4, wall maintenance, and 94-482A, driveway requiring some repair and resurfacing. As of last evening, I noted that the following sections had complied: 18106A, 18106M, 78-94-C, and 94-302-A-4. I noted those were complied from the exterior. Per the respondent, there are some additional violations that have been cured that are within the property that I wasn't able to verify that those have been cured. That said, the city's requesting an additional 45 days in order to comply, or a fine of $200 per day be imposed.
Okay, let me hear from the respondent. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Michelle Churko. I'm the owner of the property. I do have photographs of the work that has been complied, if you'd like to see them.
Let's show them to Mr. Williams, and then I'll take a look.
Want to see the photographs?
Yeah, does the city have any objection to these?
Absolutely not.
Oh, do we have these, are these on your phone? Will you be able to email them to the city so they can be included as part of the record in this case, ma'am? Will you be able to email these to the city so that? You did already? Okay, great. I don't know. Looks like clearly you've done some work. Good. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. When was the interior work completed? Okay. Okay, so I mean, the city will still have to come and inspect it. Did you see the inside before, Mr. Williams?
I haven't seen the interior since I initially cited the property when I noted the violations, but I have not did any subsequent inspections of the interior.
Okay. So for the record, we will include the respondent's series of photographs that were faxed to the city as part of the record in this case. Okay. This is a problem. This is a different case number, and you can speak to the city about that after we're finished, but that's not what, that's a different case than we're here about this morning.
Okay.
So, on the notice of violation, what was the compliance deadline?
The
The 18th.
The 18th? Okay.
Of what month? May?
Yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, May 18th. That is correct.
June.
June 18th or May? Yesterday was June 18th.
I'm sorry, June 18th.
So yesterday was the compliance deadline?
Right, yes, it was.
Okay, well, was the city advised of the interior improvements before yesterday?
I received a phone call. Well, I had a message on last evening from the respondent that the property had, in her words, had come into full compliance and that everything was corrected. However, I did not have a return phone. Well, I didn't have a number. She didn't leave a number. She reiterated several things. However, she didn't leave a phone number. But she later called during the course of the day, left another message. Then I was able to subsequently touch base with her. But I still wasn't able to get access to the property to verify that the interior violations were taken care of. As I stated prior, there were several exterior violations that I noted were complied, but as of today, I haven't done any verification of the interior violations being corrected.
Can I say something?
Well, my concern is that if these things were brought into compliance within the time and the notice, and then she called and said, hey, I'm good, come look, within the appropriate time frame.
Well, she, as I said, in her phone message, she indicated that several of the violations had been completed, but I didn't have a return phone. She didn't leave a return number. She later called addressing several things. Primarily, she wanted to address a previous case where there's fines running and a lien attached to the property. But, I mean, we didn't set up a time when I could actually come out and verify on yesterday that the violations were completed. Now, there are some exterior violations that are not completed, namely, the exterior structure is not painted. The front structure is painted, but the exterior structure is not painted. Also, the driveway is not completed. They've started some of the.
That's not true, Your Honor. The house was painted.
Hang on, one at a time. I'll come back to you in just a second, ma'am.
They've started with the repair of the driveway, and they've made some really good progress. However, it's not completed.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Let me get my photos back. The house was white, and now it's painted. You could see that in the photos that he has.
Ma'am, do you not recall on yesterday when you said that the house was finished with the painting, and I said to you, ma'am, that the rear structure has not been painted at all? Do you recall that?
Oh, the garage.
The garage, the rear structure. Do you not recall that?
Yeah, but that's not what he said. Yes, I do recall that.
Okay. And also, do you not recall I said to you that the driveway is not finished?
I was under the understanding that I had to fix the cracked side, the cracked cement, which I did.
Ma'am, that's not the conversation you and I had on last evening.
I fixed the driveway. It was cracked and I fixed it.
Okay? Let's look at how it was cited.
The driveway was cracked.
It says driveway requires repair and resurfacing. Okay?
So what was done to the driveway?
It was repaired.
It was.
Before,
it was
again, before the compliance deadline, that's really my,
Before.
Although it's not resurfaced, part of the driveway is concrete and part of it is asphalt, the blacktop. Okay? So it's not done in a workmanlike fashion, which is what the code requires.
The driveway's concrete. It's not blacktop.
Part of it's blacktop, a portion of it's blacktop, and a portion of it is concrete.
Go back to the crack.
I think there's some pictures from
There it is.
yesterday, Monique.
Oh, that whole thing is,
As you can see from that photograph, magistrate, that part of it's concrete, the lower part of it's concrete, and the uppermost portion of it is blacktop.
so if you were to inspect it in that condition, would you find it in compliance or still in violation?
I would find it still in violation.
I also requested photographs from the city through my property manager, and no one ever gave me these photographs. I would have had a much better understanding of what he wanted me to do. And I have that paperwork as well. You want to see it? I've been trying to get in touch
Show
with
that to Mr. Williams, and then I'll take a look at it.
Did they make a request for those documents?
The point I'm trying to make is that I've been trying to reach out numerous times, and I have proof of it, trying to get this guy on the phone. It would have helped me to know what I was in violation for, and would have been able to work on it.
Okay.
And I did work on it.
Also, magistrate, anyone could go into the city system and they can pull up whatever photographs that are attached to the case, just like we are viewing right here.
Okay.
So anyone could go in and view pictures or documents or whatever is attached to the case.
All right. Anything else, ma'am? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to find proper notice. The respondent is present. You had certified mail and posting as notice documentation in the file. I will find compliance with 18106A and M, 7894C, and 94302A4. Based on the testimony and all the evidence I saw today, I'm going to find that the property remains in violation of 18103B and E and 94482A. I'm going to allow 45 days to bring that into compliance or daily fines of $200 per day. I'm going to reserve ruling on the interior, the 18103G, 18103I, 1895A, and 1896C. I'm going to... I'm finding that's in violation as well. I'm sorry. Yeah. On those interior ones, I'm asking the city to do your inspection on that.
Okay.
If you determine that either they're still in violation or they were not brought into compliance in time within the notice of violation.
Okay.
We'll leave it up to the city to bring that back to me for further proceedings, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna make any findings on those at this time.
Okay.
All right, and that will be my order in this case.
Okay, thank you.
Number 6, CE 1905-0160-924 35th Street.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. 924 35th Street. Ray Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 924 35th Street was originally cited on 5/7/19 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 5/9/19. Certified mail was sent on 5/8 of 2019. This property was cited for 18103J, 7434A1J, 78-6, and 18103B. I have made contact with the owner who is working on repairing the property, but did request more time. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 45 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right. I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. Based on the testimony and evidence, I do find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103B, 18103J, 7434A1J, and 78-6. I will grant the request for an additional 45 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed.
Thank you.
Number 7, CE 1905-0161-939 34th Street.
Ray Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 939 34th Street was originally cited on 5/7/19 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 5/9 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 5/8 of 19. This property was cited for 18103J, 7434A1J, 9471C, and 18103B, exterior repair. I have not made contact with the owner, and all violations still do exist. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right. Did you say this was posted as well?
It was posted. There's a picture in the post.
I figured, there it is. Okay, yep. I should have just waited 5 more seconds. All right, I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. Based on the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103B and J, 7434A1J, and 9471C. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed.
Thank you.
Number 8, CE 1905-0163-904 34th Street.
Ray Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 904 34th Street was originally cited on 5/7/19 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 5/9 of 19. Certified mail was sent on 5/8 of 2019. This property was cited for 9471C and 94487B3. I have not made contact with the owner, but 94487B3 is complied. The trailer was removed. The outdoor storage is still present. The city is requesting an additional 15 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, I do find proper notice with certified mail and posting. I find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code Section 9471C, but has complied with 94487B3. I'll grant the request for an additional 15 days to bring the property into compliance, or assess daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 9, CE 1905-0188-943 31st Street.
Ray Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 943 31st Street was originally cited on 5/8 of 2019 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 5/9 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 5/9 of 19. This property was cited for 18103J, 7434A1J, 9471C, and 18103B, the exterior repair. I have not made contact with the owner, and all violations still do exist. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Thank you. I do find proper notice in this case. I find, based on the evidence, that the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103J, 7434A1J, 18103B, and 9471C. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 10, CE 19040010, 743rd Street.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach, 743rd Street, was cited on 4/2/19. Certified mail was sent on 4/2/19. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. The property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 4/2/19. Property was cited for 74-34A-1-J, trash can visible to the public, 94-302-A-3, permit for the fence required, 94-302-A-4, fence requiring repairs, 94-482-A, unapproved parking. The complied sections as of last evening are 94-302-A-4 and 94-482-A. I have spoken to the respondent on previous occasions regarding the violations. I did note that the respondent driveway area there is in, well, his front lawn, I should say, is in state of disrepair. He subsequently pulled a permit in order to put in a new driveway. So the city is requesting 30 days or a fine of $150 per day be imposed.
All right. There's a picture that clearly shows what looks like their new fence, and that was done without a permit.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I do find proper notice in this case with the signed certified mail and the posting. I find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 7434A1J and 94302A3, but has complied with the other two code sections cited in the notice. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $150 per day will be assessed till compliance is achieved.
Number 11, CE 19050094, 705 44th Street.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 705 44th Street was cited on 5/3/19. Certified mail was sent on 5/6/19. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. Property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 5/6/19. Property was cited for a laundry list of violations, 18103B. Roof and disrepair, 18100. Safe egress, a lot of windows are not operable, 18103B. Multiple missing screens to windows, 18103C. Repair of interior walls and floors, 18103E. Entry doors in disrepair, 18103G. Plumbing fixtures inoperable, 18103H. Bathroom and kitchen floors in disrepair, 18103I. Supplied equipment in disrepair, 18106A. Trash and debris on the property, 18106E. Requiring extermination for pest, 18106G. Painting of the structure. There are some portions of the structure that still require painting, 18106K. Landscaping requiring maintenance. Let's see. Well, 18106K. Landscaping, portions of the landscaping presents unhealthy, 18106M. Other portions of the landscaping requiring maintenance, 1895A. Electrical outlets not functioning, 18971. Kitchen sink and cabinetry areas in disrepair, 74-4-C-5. Cleanup of the right-of-way adjoining the property, and 94-71-C outdoor storage. I've met with the property owner on multiple occasions with regard to this particular property. This particular property has been cited on numerous occasions, requires a rather substantial amount of work. The owner, on previous occasions, has done minimal work in order to bring the property into compliance. And this property is requiring a major overhaul, and it's just not happening. And so it just keeps disintegrating all the more as the days and the weeks and the months go by. Again, I've spoken to the respondent, the owner, Mrs. Dorothy Jarvis, on too many occasions to make mention of, both in person and over the phone. The city's requesting 45 days in order to comply, or a fine of $200 per day be imposed.
Was Ms. Jarvis here at my last hearing on a different property?
Yes, she was.
I remember her. What is the extermination issue?
I noted that there are termites in the property. There was termites, also roaches. There was a lot of dead roaches. There's just a gross, obnoxious smell of like roaches.
Got it.
It actually smells like, I don't know, roach feces or something, but it smells horrible.
Got it. All right. I will find proper notice with the certified mail, and you also posted the property. As you've been testifying, I've been listening, and I've also looked at all of the photographs that are in the record. I find the property is in violation of all of the code sections cited in the notice of violation as appears on the agenda. You can't even say that you did everything but the kitchen sink because you included
Right.
the kitchen sink.
The entire property, every area of the property is in gross condition.
I will grant the city's request 45 days, thereafter $200 per day.
Number 12, CE 1905-0185, 534 42nd Street.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 534 42nd Street was cited on 5/8/19. Certified mail was sent on 5/6/19. We do have a signed certified mail on file. The property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 5/9/19. Property was cited for 18100 boarded windows, 18103B, rotted wood to the fascia and soffit areas, 18103E, windows in disrepair, 18106A, trash and debris, 18106G, painting of the structure, 18106M, landscaping presents unhealthy, 78-94-C, swell requiring sod, 94-302-A-4, fence in disrepair, 94-442-C-1, yard requiring landscaping, and 94-482A, unapproved parking, 94-71-C, outdoor storage and public view. As of last evening, the following sections were noted complied: 18106M, and 78-94-C. I had spoken to the respondent, the owner, Mrs. Stephanie Harris, on last evening via the phone regarding the violations. She is aware of the hearing today. She's aware of what further needs to be done in order to bring the property into compliance. I did indicate to her that I would ask for 30 additional days today at the hearing in order to comply, or a fine of $200 per day would be imposed, and per our conversation, she agreed to that.
All right, tell me that again. How many days?
30 days.
30 and 200?
200, yes.
Thank you. I will find proper notice with the certified mail. You also posted the property. In addition to your testimony, I've reviewed all the photographs, and I do find the property remains in violation of all the code sections cited, with the exception of 18106M and 7894C, which have come into compliance. We'll allow the additional 30 days to bring the property into complete compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed.
Number 14, CE 1905-0541, 708 46th Street.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. 708 46th Street was cited on 5/24/19. Certified mail was sent on 5/28/19. Do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. The property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 5/28/19. Property was cited for 18100, removal of boards from windows, 18103B, repair of rotted wood to structure, 18106A, trash and debris, 18106B, excessive growth, 18106G, painting of the structure, 18214B, securing of a vacant property that presents as a health and safety issue to the community, and 74-4-C, cleanup of the right-of-ways adjoining the property, and 94-302-A-4, repairing of the broken fence. I met with the property manager at the property so that all minds were clear in terms of what needed to be accomplished in order to bring the property into compliance. On last evening, I spoke to the property manager. He told me he was on his way out of town, but he is coordinating the efforts in order to bring the property into compliance. He indicated he's speaking with his contractors and that they should be beginning work on the property rather immediately. So the city's requesting 30 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $200 per day be imposed.
All right, thank you. I do find proper notice with the certified mail. You also posted the property based on the evidence and testimony. I find the property remains in violation of all the code sections that were cited in the notice. We'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed.
Thank you.
Number 53, CE 1905-0402, 200 Avila Road. And number 54, CE 1905-0403, 200 Avila Road.
Good morning, Special Magistrate. Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement.
Okay.
This case is in reference to item number 53. Property located at 200 Avila Road is a vacant residential property that was cited for an unsecured pool and failure to comply. Your Honor, the property was cited on May 20th, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail with certified mail yet to be returned. And the property was also posted on May 20th, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, the code violations remain in violation. The code sections remain in violation. There has been no contact at the residence or from the property owner. And for this, the city recommends 7 days to comply or be subject to abatement for the life safety violation pertaining to the unsecured pool.
Okay. Sir, were you sworn in?
No, he was not.
Let me go ahead and place you under oath. Do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Go ahead and tell me your name and address, please.
My name is Vinicius Macedo. I'm here for the property owner. The address is 200 Avila Road.
What is your relationship to the property owner?
At the project, I'm just the assistant for the project manager. So he had an emergency, he couldn't make it, so he called me to be here just to...
Do you have the owner's permission to speak on his behalf?
Not straight from her.
Okay. What's the city's position on allowing this testimony?
I don't have an objection to hearing the gentleman, but without the express permission that he's indicated, I think we have to consider that he's just here as a witness, not on behalf of the owner, but we still do have to proceed because of the life safety.
I think that I agree with that as well. So I'll go ahead and why don't you tell me what is going on with this property, sir?
Oh, I think that the job was incomplete over there, so I heard the gentleman, and I'm just here waiting to see what needs to be done so we can get it resolved.
Okay, thank you. Tell me, how is this, the unsecured pool? I see the pool, I see a wall behind part of it, but is this completely like anybody could just walk back there?
Correct. So if you look at the photograph, what I did is I took several photographs beginning at the front of the property, showing the front of the property, the sides of the structure that are unsecured, such as that photo there, leading to the back where the pool is at. So any young child or any person or animal has an easy access to that pool, which is in the backyard.
Okay. So we have two case numbers here on agenda item 54, which is the case ending in 0403. What relief are you asking for that case? That's not the pool, that's the other stuff.
Correct. So for that one, Your Honor, that property is also the same vacant residential property that was cited. This one was cited for debris on the property, missing grass, landscape maintenance, and garbage can placement. Items that at the time, when the grass was not as severe as high as of now, are not abatable by the city, so that's why it was cited as a separate case. Your Honor, that property was cited on excuse me, May 20th, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail, with certified mail yet to be returned, and the property was posted on May 20th, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, the Code Section 7434A1J, which is the garbage can placement, that has complied. All other code sections remain in violation. There has been no contact at the residence or from the property owner, and for this, the city recommends 10 days to comply or be subject to a $25 a day fine thereafter.
Okay. All right, so is there anything else you wanted to tell me about the property before I enter my order on these cases?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, I am going to find proper notice in both 0402 and 0403. For 0403, I will find the property remains in violation of 18106A, L, and K, and I'll grant the request for 10 additional days or $25 per day. In case 0402, I am going to find the property is in violation of 18106N and 18215B. I find that the exposed and unsecured pool is a very serious threat to the public health, safety, and welfare. I'm going to allow I'm going to allow 24 hours for compliance after that. What's the maximum fine that can be imposed on that case?
Give me a moment, sir. I apologize.
Okay. After 24 hours, I am going to authorize the city to enter the property and abate that violation. And to the extent that abatement doesn't occur right away, I'm assessing the maximum daily fine that can be allowed. I have zero tolerance and zero patience for unsecured swimming pools.
It appears the maximum is up to $1,000 a day.
$1,000 per day until compliance is achieved on that as well. Thank you.
Number 15, CE 19040049 8983 Okeechobee Boulevard, Unit 202.
Good morning. Don Williams, Code Enforcement, City of West Palm Beach, 8983 Okeechobee Boulevard, Unit 202, was cited for business tax receipt and certificate of use. The business tax expired September 30th last year. The business is Eagle Shipping Center. It's still in operation. No contact with the owners of the property or the business owner. Certified mail was mailed out on
April 24th, and the property was actually posted June the 7th. And I'm asking a 10 days to comply or $100 a day thereafter.
All right. I will find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting. I'll find the property remains in violation of 2232A and 82. We'll see, on 2232A, we'll do 10 days or $100 per day. On 82144, would that not just be a one-time fine?
82144. Oh, the business tax itself. Yeah, one time $250 fine.
Granted.
I'm sorry, yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 16, CE 19040075, 1143 The Point Drive.
Don Williams, again, Code Enforcement. I cited this property on April 4th of this year. A certified mail was sent out on April 30th, and property was posted in City Hall on June the 7th. This is a rental license, and no response from the owner of the property. It is occupied, so I'm asking 30 days to comply, or $200 a day thereafter.
I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. Based on the evidence, I find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll grant the request for 30 additional days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day.
Number 17, CE 19040078, 1212 The Point Drive.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on April 4th, 2019. Certified mail was sent out on April 30th, and the property in City Hall was posted June the 6th. Cited this property for a rental license and certificate of use. The previous license did expire September 30th. So I'm asking 10 days to comply or $100 a day thereafter.
We'll find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. I'll find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll grant the request for an additional 10 days to bring the property into compliance, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 18, CE 19040079, 21104 Glenmore Drive.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on April 4th. Certified mail sent out April 30th, and the property was posted on June 5th. Cited for a rental license and certificate of use. No contact with the owner of the property. So I'm asking 30 days to comply or $200 a day thereafter.
I find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting. I find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day.
Number 19, CE 19040186, 1441 Brandywine Road, Unit 800B.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on April 8th, and certified mail was mailed out on April 24th. The property was posted June 5th. No contact with the owner of the business. Was cited for a business tax receipt, which expired last year, September 30th. The name of the business is The Clean Team, and I'm asking 10 days to comply or $100 a day thereafter.
This is a business tax case, so I think the remedy I can impose is a one-time fine, and I
Correct.
do $250.
Gotcha. No
Granted.
problem.
Number 20, CE 19050249, 7101 Eagle Terrace.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. This property was cited May 13th. Certified mail sent out May the 15th. The property was posted June the 6th. Contact has been made with the owner of the property. We agree that you need to be at least another 75 days to comply all violations. So I agree that would be fine, and $100 a day fine thereafter that.
So 75 days?
Yeah, 75.
And then 100, how much per day?
100.
All right. Is that the pool there? Not just one
Yes.
time? It's not an issue of it being unsecured, it's just...
It's not unsecured. It has a fence, it just needs to be clean.
Got it. Are you still asking for the emergency abatement?
No, after speaking with her, they're working on the pool first, so the pool is actually the first thing being worked upon, so. I don't think we're gonna need to go in and clean the pool.
So is there any finding I need to make on that 18217C?
We can withdraw that portion of it.
Okay. All right, then I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. Based on the testimony and evidence, I'll find violations remain of 18103C, 106B, and 106N. I'll grant the request for the additional 75 days for compliance thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 28, CE 19040414, 710 10th Street. And I don't think she has been sworn in either.
Okay.
She has to be sworn in. 28, yeah.
Before you start, ma'am, were you sworn in were you here this morning go ahead and please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you very much. Tell me your name.
Sue Argenal, Argenal.
And how are you related to this property?
I am the property manager. I was hired to manage the asset 3 weeks ago.
Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead.
Good morning. Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was originally cited on April 22nd. Certified mail was sent out May 24th. In addition, both the property and City Hall were posted on May 1st. The property was cited for 1803E, 1816A, 1816C, 1816E, 1816G, 1862A, 2232A, 3412A, 7434A1J, 94442C1, 94485B1E, and 94485G.
Let me stop you real quick. What? Are we on? 20. I thought you said 21. I'm like, this isn't lining up. 28. All right, I'm on the same page with everybody else now, so let's go ahead.
Okay. You want me to repeat?
No,
okay.
you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. I kind of have to break this down a little bit because Sue and I just had a conversation and we were going over a few things.
Sure.
So we're going to have a few split orders here. So,
That's okay.
All right. So for the 34102A, the junk and abandoned vehicle, I'm asking for 10 days, $100 per day for that one.
10 days and $100 per day. Okay.
Okay. For 18162A, 2232A, 18106E, 18106C, 18106A, 94442C1, I'm asking for 30 days for $200 per day.
200?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I say 1816G for the 30 days? I did not catch that, no.
Okay. Can we add that one in? Because they're just finishing up with that one. 30 days for the paint as well.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, guys. For 7434A1J, and 94485B1E, I'm gonna ask for 60 days. The reason for the garbage can is, I guess they were never provided with their own garbage cans or the big pile. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to have a conversation with Public Works and see what the process is with getting them one or how long it will take. So I just want to give additional time for that one in case it doesn't work out.
Okay. And what daily fine are you asking for?
Yes.
Can I say something about?
Well, in a minute, let me get through Ms. St. Hilaire's testimony first.
Okay.
So 60 days and,
We can do 200 for that one too.
how much?
200.
200, gotcha.
And they complied with 94485G.
Okay, we're missing.
Okay.
What about 18103E?
That's part of the 30 days.
Okay. And I think that's all of them.
I think so.
Okay, now let me hear from the respondent. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, okay, a couple of things. We hire a painting company to do the painting for the driveway and the asphalt. We quoted a few companies. If I would like to talk about the pictures of the driveway. So we called a few companies to quote us on the driveway. This is the before pictures of the driveway. So every company said that because this driveway was already there, I had to resurface and repaint, that I would not need to pull a permit unless I was building the driveway from the beginning, that I would need to pull a permit. So two different companies said the same thing, reliable companies that work in the neighborhood, and that is the reason why we did not pull a permit. Otherwise, you know, it was a fairly affordable job, and we would have done that. So I'm not really sure how to address that when I leave here, because if you look at the pictures, the driveway was already there. So we were just resurfacing and repainting it, not rebuilding it. I wouldn't require a permit for that. The other issue that we spoke about today is that there is I think is a 4-yard can between the 3 lots. We donated a lot to the CRA, which is the first lot. The second lot is owned by someone else, and then we're the 3rd lot. So these 3 lots, grandfather in, have been sharing a 30-yard dumpster before I started working this neighborhood in 2012. So this is what we have been provided for a garbage, which is right there in between the 3 lots. It's somewhere in the picture. So at this point, I haven't talked to Leon, and it's the first time speaking to Cassandra on how to address it as well. It's grandfather in by the city. I don't know if they will leave that there or create a route for me with cans. What else do I have? That's it, right? I did the windows I'm replacing. Some of my broken windows, I have a company, a contractor that hasn't been able to start the job in the past week due to the rain, but I will be taking care of that. So my only concern right now would be the driveway. How do I address that? How do I pull a permit for something that already existed?
Well, you can talk to the city about that offline. I mean, I will make my findings in terms of the existence of the violations and the additional time to comply. If no permits are required, then that should make that a
Easy task.
easier process than if one is. All right. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Then I do find proper notice in this case. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I do find the property remains in violation of all the code sections that were cited, with the exception of 94-485G, which has come into compliance. I will grant the city's request in terms of this is actually a trifurcated order, 30 days and $200 per day for all the violations except 34102A, which is 10 days and $100 per day, and 7434A1J, and 94442C1, and 94485B1E, all of which are 60 days and $200 per day. Did I get that right? I missed no.
Oh, I think we messed up on one. 9442C1 is 30 days.
Correct. 94442C1 is one of the 30-day.
Yes, sir.
My mistake. Yep. Okay. Got it? Okay.
In your order will be mailed, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 21, CE 19040547, 629 58th Street.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 629 58th Street. CE 19040547. Property was cited April 29th. Certified mail sent as well April 29th. Certified mail was returned. Property City Hall posted May the 2nd. Property was cited for 18102-3, 34-102-A, 786, 94-442-C-1, 94-71-C. Compliant violations, 34-102A. Remaining violations, 18-102-3, 34-102A, 78-6, 94-442-C-1, 94-71-C. City requesting additional 30 days or $100 per day.
All right, thank you. I do find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting in this case. I find the property is in compliance with 34-102A, but it remains in violation of the remaining code sections that were cited in the notice. Grant the city's request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into complete compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed.
Number 22, CE 19050038, 5813 Pinewood Avenue.
This 5813 Pinewood Avenue, CE 109-50038. Property was cited on May the 2nd, 2019. Certified mail was sent May 3rd, 2019. The certified mail was returned. Property City Hall posted May the 20th, 2019. Property was cited for 105-1, 18-100, 18-106A, 34-102A, 94-442-C-1, 94-451-A, and 94-71C. Compliant violations so far were 18-100, 18-106-A, 105-1.
Those were all complied?
Yep.
Those last three that you said?
The work
Okay.
stopped, yeah.
All right.
Remaining violations were 34-102A, 94-442-C-1, 94-451A, 94-71C. I spoke to the owner. He's requesting 30 more days to try to get it all figured out and to take up that green nylon rug he has out there. So city's requesting another 30 days or $100 per day.
All right. We'll find proper notice in this case. Based on the testimony, I'll find the property remains in violation of 34-102A, 94-442C1, 94-451A, and 94-71C, but has complied with the other three violations that were originally cited. Grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 23, CE 19050225, 641 57th Street.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 641 57th Street, CE 19050225. Property was cited May the 10th, 2019. Certified mail also was sent out May the 10th. Certified mail was returned. Property was cited on May the 20th. Property was cited for 18-106A, 18-106B, 74-34-A-1-J, 94-71-C. Compliant violations so far is 74-34-A-1-J. Remaining violations, 18-106A, 18-106B, 94-71C. No contact with the owner. Requesting 30 days or additional $100 per day after.
Thank you. I will find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting. I'll find the property complied with 7434A1J, but remains in violation of the other three code sections that were cited in the notice. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed.
Number 24, CE 190502229, 618 57th Street, Unit A.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 618 57th Street, A. CE 190502229. Property was cited May the 10th, 2019. Certified mail was sent out May the 13th. Certified mail was received, posted in City Hall May the 20th. Property was cited for 18-106A, 34-102A, 94-71C. None of the violations were complied with so far. Remaining violations, 18-106A, 34-102-A, 94-71-C. City requesting additional 30 days or $200 a day after.
Thank you. I will find proper notice in this case with the posting and the certified mail. I'll find the property remains in violation of 18106A, 34102A, and 9471C. Grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 25, CE 190502317, 712 56th Street.
City of West Palm Beach, Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 712 56th Street, CE 19050231. Property was cited on May the 10th, 2019, hand delivered to the tenant. Certified mail was May 13, 2019. Certified mail was returned. Property City Hall was posted May 20th, 2019. Cited violations 18-106A, 18-106G, 18-106M, 74-34-A-1-J, 94-302-A-4, 94-71-C. Compliant violations, 18-106A, 74-34-A-1-J, 94-302-A-4. Remaining violations, 94-71-C, 18-106-G, 18-106M. No contact with the owner or tenant after that. City requesting 30 days or $100 a day after.
Thank you. I do find proper notice with the hand delivery in this case. You also have certified mail and posting. I will find the property remains in violation of 18106G and M, as well as 9471C. Complied with the other three code sections that were cited. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into complete compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed.
Number 26, CE 190502327, 726 56th Street.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 726 56th Street, CE 19050232. Property was cited on May the 10th. Certified mail was sent out May the 13th. Certified mail was received. City Hall was posted May the 20th. Property was cited for 18-106G, 74-34-A-1-J, 78-6, 94-71-C. Compliant violations were 78-6 and 74-34-A-1-J. Remaining violations, 94-71C, 18-106G. No contact with the owner, requesting additional 30 days or $100 a day after.
Thank you. I will find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. Find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18106G and 9471C. Allow an additional 30 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 31, CE 19050092, 1405 7th Street.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on May 3rd. Certified mail was signed for on May 17th. In addition, the property and City Hall were posted May 29th. This property was cited for 18 You have the wrong case up. 1813J, 1816A, 2635B, 7434A1J, and 94482A and 94487B1. The property has complied with 7434A1J. At this time, the city is asking for a one-time fine of $500 for the repeat violation of 94487B1, the prohibited vehicle. We're on number 31. Oh, sorry. And 30 days for the 1813J, 1816A, and 94482A, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. I do find proper notice in this case with the posting and the certified mail. I will find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of 18103J, 18106A, and 94482A. I'll allow an additional 30 days for the property to be brought into compliance with those violations, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day. For 94487B1, based on the testimony and the evidence, that is a repeat violation. You're asking for a one-time fine of $500 on that. That's granted. And then the property is in compliance with 7434A1J.
Thank you.
Number 33, CE 19050144, 1024 Green Street, complied. Number 34, CE 19050150, 1037 West Lakewood Road.
Good morning. Richard Paget, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on May 6, 2019. Service was accomplished by certified mail being signed for on May 8, 2019. The property was cited for 18-106-A clean and sanitary and 18-214-D unpaved areas of vacant property. I have had contact with the owner, and as of yesterday's date, they have complied with 18106A. The property has not complied with 18214D. The owner has stated that she is in the middle of getting the parcel rezoned and will be applying for building permits, and so she doesn't at this point want to put grass and then destroy it once she starts building. Therefore, the city is asking for an additional 60 days for them to come into compliance by obtaining building permits or installing grass on the vacant lot, or fine in the amount of $100 per day.
All right, I do find proper notice with the signed certified mail. I'll find that the property remains in violation of 18214D, complied with 18106A. I'll grant the request for an additional 60 days, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 35, CE 19050215, 929 Camila Road, complied. Number 36, CE 19050547, 5800 South Dixie Highway.
Richard Paget, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on May 28, 2019. Service was accomplished by certified mail being signed for on May 31st, 2019. Property was cited for 94-402-B.2-5, prohibited portable signs. I have not had any contact with the property owner, and as of yesterday's date, the property has not complied due to the prohibited portable signs still being visible from public view. The city is asking for an additional 10 days for them to come into compliance by removing the sign, or a fine in the amount of $100 per day.
All right, we'll find proper service with the certified mail. Find the property remains in violation of 94402B.2-5. I'll grant the request for an additional 10 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 37, CE 19050549, 3025 Ridgeway Avenue is rescheduled. Number 38, CE 19050611, 536 Hampton Road is rescheduled. Number 39, CE 1905-0087-550 Banyan Boulevard.
Complied or rescheduled. What number?
39.
Complied.
Number 40, CE 1905-0327-1420 13th Street has complied. Number 41, CE 1905-0341-1429 13th Street has complied. Number 42, CE 1905-0342-1493 North Mangonia Circle is rescheduled. Number 43, CE 1905-0343 13th Street has rescheduled. Number 44, CE 1905-0383-1409 North Mangonia Drive is complied. Number 45, CE 1905-0384-1481 North Mangonia Circle has complied. Number 46, CE 1905-0241-1489 North Mangonia Circle has complied. Number 47, CE 1904-0420-709 Sunset Road.
On a roll there for a minute.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah.
Special Magistrate Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Your Honor, property located at 709 Sunset Road is a residential property that was brought to my attention by neighboring properties. This property was cited as a repeat offender in reference to adjudicated case CE 1803-0121 for missing grass within the parkway and for junk vehicles. Code section 26-35 under penalties was also cited, listing the repeat offense for the same violations at the same parcel under the same ownership within a 5-year period. Your Honor, the property was originally cited on April 22nd, 2019, with a scheduled hearing date of June 5th, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail, with certified mail return signed on May 8th, 2019. The property was also posted on May 8th, 2019. The case was then rescheduled to today's hearing date per the owner's request on June 5th, 2019. The rescheduled notice was issued on June 6, 2019. First class and certified mail has yet to be returned, and the property was reposted on June 6, 2019. Your Honor, as of today, all code sections remain in violation, and there has only been one correspondence from the property owner, which was the request for reschedule to today's hearing date. For this, the city recommends a $25 a day fine from the original date of notice of April 22nd, 2019 for the repeat offenses, a current total of 58 days, and continue to accrue until compliance is achieved. As of today, the fine stands at $1,450.
All right, I do find proper notice with the various certified mailings and postings and reschedulings. Based on the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of 94-442E, 34-102A, and that those are repeat violations based on the prior case that's occurred within the past 5 years. I will assess daily fines of $25 per day beginning April 22nd, 2019, for a total of $1,450, and continuing to accrue at $25 per day for each day the property remains in violation.
Number 48, CE 1904-0482, 7704 Martin Avenue.
Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Property located at 7704 Martin Avenue is a residential property that was cited for vegetation overgrowth within the public right-of-way to include the obstruction of a traffic sign affecting the safety of the neighborhood. Your Honor, the property was cited on April 25th, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail was returned unsigned on May 14th, 2019. The property was also posted on May 16th, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, the violation of the obstruction of the traffic sign remains in violation. There has been no contact at the residence or from the property owner, and for this, the city recommends 15 days to comply or be subject to a $100 a day fine thereafter.
All right, I do find proper notice in this case, and I find, based on the evidence, violation remains of 74-4-C-4. I'll grant the request for an additional 15 days for compliance thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 49, CE 190500737802 Martin Avenue.
Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Property located at 7802 Martin Avenue is a residential property that was cited for dirty roof tiles, landscape maintenance, garbage can placement, and vegetation within the public right-of-way. Your Honor, the property was cited on May 3rd, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail was with certified mail yet to be returned, and the property was posted on May 16th, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, Code Sections 18106A and 18106K remain in violation. All of the code sections have complied. There has been no contact at the residence or from the property owner, and for this, the city recommends 30 days to comply or be subject to a $25 a day fine thereafter.
All right, I do find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. I find, based on the testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code Section 18106A and 18106K, but has come into compliance with the remaining sections cited in the notice. I'll grant the request for an additional 30 days to bring the property into complete compliance, and thereafter daily fines of $25 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 50, CE 19050170 Macy Street.
Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Property located at 934 Macy Street is a residential property that was cited for stains on house exterior, landscape overgrowth, landscape maintenance, garbage can placement, address characters, and outdoor storage. Your Honor, the property was cited on May 7th, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail with certified mail yet to be returned, and the property was posted on May 16th, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, Code Sections 7434A1J and 9471C have complied. All other code sections remain in violation. There has been no contact at the residence or from the property owner, and for this, the city recommends 15 days to comply or be subject to a $25 a day fine thereafter.
What's the numbering standard violation? I thought I saw a picture with the
Yes,
numbers.
the code states that numerical address numbers have to be placed as an address. They can only use letters for units.
Oh, you can't have it spelled out.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, I do find proper notice in this case with the posting and the certified mail. Based on the evidence, I find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 18106A, 18106B, 18106K, and 786. Will allow the additional 15 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $25 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 51, CE 19050208 Macy Street has complied. Number 52, CE 19050217 Costello Road has complied. Number 55, CE 19050443 Little Street.
Alex Lopez with the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Property located at 815 Lytle Street is a residential property that was cited for dirty sidewalk, landscape overgrowth, trash and debris, garbage can placement, and vegetation within the public right-of-way. Your Honor, the property was cited on May 21st, 2019. The notice was mailed first class and certified mail with certified mail yet to be returned, and the property was posted on on May 21st, 2019. Special Magistrate, to date, Code Sections 7434A1J and 744C4 have complied. All of the code sections remain in violation. There has been contact with the property owner, And for this, the city recommends 15 days to comply or be subject to a $25 a day fine thereafter.
All right, I do find proper notice in this case with the posting and the certified mail. Based on the evidence, I'll find the property remains in violation of 18106A, B, and I, but has complied with 7434A1J and 744C4. I'll grant the request for the additional 15 days to bring the property into complete compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $25 per day will be assessed.
Thank you.
All right, so that's the 9 o'clock agenda, yes. We need a break or keep pushing?
Well, the next was at 11.
Oh, the next agenda starts at 11 o'clock? All right, then we will stand adjourned until 11 o'clock. we on?
I think so.
Okay, let's go back on the record. It is just before 11 o'clock, and we're on the reduction and other matters agenda. If you're going to be speaking to me about your case or any other case, and I didn't place you under oath earlier this morning, I do need to place you under oath, so if you'll stand and raise your right hand if you're going to be testifying. Any other takers? Do each of you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, thank you. When you hear your case called, please come up to this podium to my right, and we'll proceed with the city presenting its case. You'll have an opportunity to ask the city's witnesses any questions you may have, and then you'll have an opportunity to tell me anything that you feel is important or relevant about your case. If you have additional documents you want me to look at, that will be the time to show them to me. Once I've heard everything from both sides, in all likelihood, I will enter an order that grants some sort of relief or another in the case. So let's go ahead and proceed.
Other matter number 7, CE 1906-0074-1671 Forum Place, Stop and Go.
Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent in that case? Come on up. Good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you? Agent Colvin, City of West Palm Beach Police Department. On May 13, 2019, I was working part of an undercover operation that's designed to check point-of-sale vendors to ensure that they're properly checking IDs prior to selling alcohol. To do this, I incorporated the use of a underage buyer who was 19 at the time of the operation. At approximately 22:03 hours, I sent the confidential source into the Stop and Go. They retrieved a six-pack of Bud Light, made contact with the clerk, purchased the alcohol with funds provided by the West Palm Beach Expenditure Fund. They were not asked their age nor asked to produce any ID. Following the interaction, they came to the car, made contact with me, explained their side of the situation, which also audio transmitted to us in the car. Another agent went inside, took a picture of the clerk and of the alcohol that was sold. I believe this is their first offense. Correct. The city's asking for a one-time fine of $250, and if they would agree to training through a responsible vendor to be completed by management of some sort.
Okay, thank you. Let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir. Why don't you first tell me your name?
Yeah, my name is Ahmed M. Rashid.
And how are you related to this property?
Yeah, I worked there last 4 months. Can I tell something? Well,
first, do you have any questions for the officer?
No. I'm guilty. I did mistake. It was closing time. I was sweeping outside of the register. When the customer came, I came back register, and my intention was to go back to my work fast because I have to close the store. That's why I did mistake. This is my first offense. Last 4 years I'm doing this job. I never did this. I promise I will never do like this in my rest of my life.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. Anything else from the city on this one?
No.
All right. Respondent is present. I do find that we had proper notice, and based on the evidence, I will find the violation of City Code Section 6-12. I will impose the one-time fine of $250, and also request. Is the city's position on the training that that's a voluntary request? All right, then we will ask, also ask the respondent to voluntarily undergo the appropriate training if they feel that's appropriate, but I will order the one-time $250 fine. Okay? Paid within 30 days.
Here's a copy of your order if you'd like. Okay. Other matter number 10, CE 1906-0082-509 25th Street, Tina's Grocery.
Well, once again, it's Agent Colvin, City of West Palm Beach Police. On May 13th, 2019, I was working part of an undercover operation to make sure the point-of-sale vendors were properly checking IDs prior to selling alcohol. In order to do this, I used a confidential source who was 19 at the time of the operation. At approximately 22:50 hours, I sent the confidential source into Tina's Grocery. It should be noted that in the original report, the address was listed 509. I guess it's different on the owner's side, but it was 509 is listed on the door, but I think 511 is the actual physical address for it. It was corrected, and the notice was sent to both addresses and served. Okay. The confidential source went to the freezer area and picked up a six-pack of Bud Light. Went to the clerk, purchased without having to produce a proper ID. Paid for by funds provided by the West Palm Beach Expenditure Fund. Following the interaction, they came back to the vehicle, explained to us what happened. Also, we were listening audio transmissions in the vehicle. Sent an agent in there, took a picture of the clerk and the alcohol that was sold. I believe this is their first one in a very long time. Yeah, first offense. The city's asking for a one-time fine of $250 and training to be done voluntarily if
All right.
so needed.
Thank you. Let me hear from the respondent. Tell me your name, sir,
Jesse Crothers.
and how are you related to this property?
I have a part-time job there.
Okay. How did we get service on the business on
We
this?
got certified mail and posting on the store itself.
All right. What did you want to tell me, sir?
I take full responsibility. I'm actually pretty embarrassed by the situation. It was my second day there. I was training on the register, and it's not an excuse. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to make an excuse. I was tired at the time. I did card people throughout the day, and at that time, for some reason, I didn't. Ever since then, I've been carding everybody,
Okay. Well, I appreciate your comments. Is there anything else?
Just that right now I'm a full-time student, and if I receive a fine, is there a way to do a payment plan or?
Well, I don't think the fine is against you personally. It'll go against.
It's against the business itself, not against because we want the business to know. We don't want you to leave here the only one knowing it. We want the owners to know so that proper training is done across the board, not just with you, with other clerks as well. So the fine's attached to the business itself.
Okay. I will find proper service with the certified mail and posting. I will, based on the evidence, find that a violation of City Code 6-12 did occur. I'll impose the one-time $250 fine and recommend voluntary training for the business employees on this matter. Okay. Thank you very much. 30 days.
Sir, copy of the order. Other matter number 8, CE 1906-0077, 2510 Broadway Neighborhood Food Market.
Good morning.
Agent Colvin, City of West Palm Beach Police Department. On Monday, May 13th, 2019, I was working part of an undercover operation designed to check point-of-sale vendors to ensure that they're properly checking ID prior to selling alcohol. In order to do so, I used the confidential source who was 19 at the time of the operation. At approximately 22:37 hours, I sent the confidential source into the neighborhood food market at 2510 Broadway. And when they entered, they went to the refrigerator area, retrieved a six-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is 5% by alcohol, 5% by volume. They went to the clerk, paid for it by funds provided by the West Palm Beach Expenditure Fund. The interaction was listened to in our vehicle through radio transmission. The clerk did not ask for ID or the age prior to selling the alcohol. The confidential source came back to the vehicle, made contact with us. We sent an agent inside to take a picture of the clerk, explained to them the situation, and took a picture of the alcohol as well. This is their first offense as well. We're asking for a $250 fine, and if they would agree to go to training through a responsible vendor.
All right, let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir, why don't you tell me your name, please, and how you're related to this property?
Yes, I have a great mistake.
You speak into the microphone a little.
My name is Rafiqul Chaudhary. I was just, busy, it's closing time. I'm sorry for that. I have a big mistake.
Okay, I appreciate your acknowledgement of that. And how did we get service with this? Do we have certified mail and posting on this? Okay. I will find proper service in this case. I will find, based on the evidence, that there was a violation of City Code Section 6-12. I will order the one-time fine of $250 to be paid within 30 days, and I would strongly suggest to the respondent that they undergo voluntary training regarding sale of alcoholic beverages. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Here's a copy of your order. Other matter number 9, CE 19060081, 2100 45th Street, 7-Eleven. They're not here.
Pardon me? Okay.
I don't believe anybody's here from them. On May 13, 2019, working part of undercover operation designed to check point-of-sale vendors that they're properly checking IDs prior to selling alcohol. In order to do so, I employed the use of a underage buyer who was 19 at the time of the operation. At approximately 23:15 hours, the comptroller source entered 7-Eleven at 2100 45th Street, entered the freezer area, picked up a six-pack Bud Light, went to the clerk, paid for it with funds provided by the West Palm Beach Expenditure Fund. They were not asked their age nor asked to produce ID. Following the operation, following the interaction, the comptroller source came back to the vehicle, made contact with myself and the other agent who went inside, took a picture of the alcohol and the clerk that served the alcohol. This is their fourth offense. Every time that we have checked this location, they have failed. For right now, we're requesting a $500 fine, but they should put a notice we're going to be moving forward to revoke their liquor license.
What's the time frame that these offenses have occurred within?
Over the 2 years? Yeah.
4 offenses
2 years,
within
but
2 years?
every time that we've sent somebody to that location, they have failed.
I think that's significant. So $500 is what we can do under this ordinance?
Correct. From my understanding, 500 is the most we can do.
All right, I do see we have certified mail, signed receipt, so there is proper notice in this case. Based on the evidence, I will find that there was a violation of City Code Section 6-12 and that it was the fourth offense within 2 years. I will order the mandatory fine of $500 to be paid within 30 days. Thank you very much.
Other matters, number 2 and 3, CE 17100188-760 Executive Drive, Unit 14, and CE 17080021-718 Executive Drive, Unit 17.
Good morning.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Mitch Posner, Code Enforcement. This one will take a little bit. Doing case ending 021 first, 718 Executive Center Drive, number 17. Date ordered 10/4/17, fine started 11/6 of 17. Ran for 8 days, total $2,000 at $250 a day. Date of compliance 11/4 of 17. Same owner. Case ending in 188 for 760 Executive Center number 14. Date order 12/6/17, fine started 1/5 of 18, ran for 278 days. Total $41,700, $150 a day. Date of compliance 10/10 of 18. Same owner. This is a case where the owners were basically apathetic landlords. We had nothing but contentious relations with trying to work this out. Numerous emails back and forth simply questioning service. Their main statement, which they have on their lien reduction application as well as they didn't receive it. They never signed for it. It was sent certified mail. I've checked. It was sent to the correct address. It was posted to property. It was also sent regular mail for what that's worth. It was simply never signed for. They've questioned numerous times whether or not that's legal. As you're familiar with Florida statutes on that, I don't think I need to repeat that. At one point, they even emailed the community improvements manager, Mark Joyce, asking if myself or the department director, Rick Green, were related to someone in some law firm that they had trouble with, which of course is not the case in any way. And the city is asking for 50% on both.
Okay. On both?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of properties are these?
Condominium units.
Residential?
Right. In both cases, the complaints were received from the tenants, which is what brought us there.
Thank you. Okay. All right, let me hear from the respondents. Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Jeff Pepin on behalf of Maria Henry, who's the principal.
I need you to speak a little more into the microphone.
Sorry. Jeffrey Pepin on behalf of Maria Henry, who's the principal of InvestWiz, the owner of the two properties. Dispute about the facts of service is basically the main objection, Your Honor. When looking at the log of what occurred with, we'll start with 760. There's an inspection report on October 13th, 2017, notice of violation on October 18th. These are minor violations, as I think the pictures would attest to. However, the certified letter for the affidavit of posting for the notice of the hearing was sent to the incorrect address. In fact, that's why it was returned to sender. The tax records show that the proper address for InvestWiz at that time was 16 Miller Road, Coral Gables, Florida. The notices and all documents related to this specific property, and I want to point that out, just this specific property for some reason, were sent to 8306 Mills Drive, number 504. That's the incorrect address at the time. My client never received any notice of these violations or the hearing. But if they were posted, the tenant at the time took them down, did not notify the owner of anything. So my client eventually, and apparently after a lien was already recorded for $150 a day on January 23rd, did not receive notice of any of these violations or the lien until by accident during a sale process for the unit in September 5th, 2018. Once my client was notified, they immediately requested documentation regarding the lien and the violations, and 4 days later, all violations were remedied. Therefore, the accumulation of 9 months of liens at $150 a day for, and let me list, make external doors weather tight, clean or replace wall ceilings in unsanitary condition, repair some electrical equipment, $40,000 of liens for this property when we have a clear lack of notice to the owner who lives in obviously another city, the unit is here, is excessive. And frankly, I would challenge, number one, object to the process of it all, because prior violations had been notified by email to the owner. This particular one, this particular unit, these particular violations were not. And my client is here and can answer any questions you would like, on the facts of that on notice at the time. Regarding 718, it's the lesser fine, I believe, of $2,000. The tenant did have knowledge of those violations. However, they had notified the city that that particular tenant, a different tenant than the first unit, was not giving access to fix the apartment. They, in fact, had to call the police to receive access to the apartment. It was a contentious landlord-tenant relationship. My client asked the city if they would hold off on violations and provide extensions until the tenant could be evicted, so that those violations were rectified. Those requests for extensions were denied. Once the tenant was evicted, the violations were immediately remedied, which is why it's such a lesser amount. It's not an apathetic landlord, Your Honor. Frankly, that's why we have one situation where it was taken care of, albeit, they had to go through an eviction process to receive, but that's a $2,000 fine, and we've got a $40,000 fine on this other one. It's not because they didn't care or because they're apathetic, it's because they didn't know. And once they did, 4 days later, all violations were remedied. So that's,
Was there a tenant in 760 at the time that the code cases occurred?
here, go ahead, if you want to.
Yes, Your Honor, there was a tenant, and he never notified me of any violations, any documents. And in fact, the tenant moved to another state, so the apartment was kind of left at the care of someone, but more or less abandoned.
Okay. Let me ask City, tell me a little more detail about the service in terms
Okay,
of who it was, how it was provided, and to whom. And
Several points. 718 Executive Center Drive, number 17. Let's see, he said that it was sent to 8306 Mills Drive, number 504. That's correct. Here's the Papa sheet at the time the case was cited. That's the address they had listed. Okay, additionally, 760 Executive Center Drive, number 14, he says it was minor. However, he had a tenant living in a place that had a stove in need of repair, electrical equipment not working, doors and windows not weather tight, window screens were needed. These are experienced landlord and owners. They know they need screens, yet they weren't there. Filthy walls and ceilings. Now, they claim they weren't aware, didn't have time to do this, and that's why it took so long, 278 days. Here's a letter from their attorney 2 months before this went to hearing. They were aware, they had plenty of time to fix this, there were communications back and forth.
Just go ahead and show it to
Yeah, I've never seen it.
respondent, and then I'll take a look.
Notifying them of your email address? Okay.
As to whether or not they have received emails in the past, they have. There comes a point in time where the city is not the property manager. It is not our responsibility or a requirement by law to send any such emails. And notice was done, due and proper, in accordance with Chapter 162.
All right.
Your Honor,
Let me
if
hear
I
from
may,
the
I have
respondents.
additional.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may approach?
Yeah, what do you have?
Document showing my client's email to the city. It's regarding another property that they owned in the same place, but it's showing this is our address.
Has Mr. Posner seen that?
I couldn't hear what he was saying.
It's an email showing the address of my client being notified to the city on June 2017. It's regarding another unit that they own.
Sir, no objection to this, but each case is separate. So hopefully in that particular case he's referencing, they started sending it to that address. But the requirement is to send it to the address listed with the county as on Papa, which is what was done.
Tax records in 2007.
Okay.
Show what address? Your Honor, my client says she's confirmed that the address listed under Papa in 2017 at the time was Miller Road. And
I do not doubt that she believes that, but we've already provided the proof that wasn't the case.
you can talk. I thought you talked to
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
In 2017, I called the city of West Palm Beach to get instructions on how to change the address, and somebody walked me through the system to do it. And I did it properly, and today I called records at the city of West Palm Beach, spoke with Rachel Sargent, and she confirmed that on 760 Executive Center Drive, the address was Miller Road. So something is going on with the system. I'm not saying that Mr. Posner is perhaps not being accurate, but their systems are clunky, and I'm thinking that something failed there.
Our systems are designed to use the information from the county that's listed with the tax rolls and non-Papa.
Okay. All right. Any final thoughts?
I'll just point out that the value that the city is seeking for the lien amount is roughly the same, is about equal to the value of the apartment.
No, and I do have the current property appraisal
Yeah, I mean-
records that show, I guess one's at 76,000 and one's at 66,000 is the market value.
And I believe in your file is the return to sender from that address that it was sent to, so I don't know. I don't think they objected that, though, so. that's fine.
Also,
Can you speak
I
into
need
the
you to speak,
microphone?
I can't hear a word you're saying if you're not talking into the microphone.
I also communicated with the city repeatedly on multiple issues, including during the time they posted the notice. And all they had to do is say, hey, you have another violation, and they know that we run and fix it. It's not like we sit and don't want to fix it. As it turned out, in 4 days, the moment they sent the violations via email, we went and fixed it.
Mr. Posner, on the case ending in 0188, the 760 address, that's the one where I have the letter dated October 15th. When did that case start?
What did you say the date of the letter was? I'm sorry?
That's the October 15th letter that you gave me from the attorney.
The case started August 1st, 2017.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's the other case. It did start in October. I don't have the exact start date in front of me.
October of 2018 or?
2017.
Okay.
760 Executive Center started October of 2017.
Okay.
I don't have the exact start date in front of me.
Okay. All right, anything else from the respondent on this?
No, I just had a thought regarding to that letter, and it's the first I've seen it, but I don't, I believe the objection is that any notice of hearings or anything like that with the city, those are the things that were not notified, were not sent to my client notified, but
Okay.
that's all.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do in this case. I've listened to all the testimony. I've reviewed the documents that have been made part of the record. I'm going to reduce 17100-118 to $4,500 and 170800021 to $500, both payable within 30 days.
I'm sorry, sir, what was the first one?
4,500. So it's a total of 5,000 for both together.
And here's a copy of your order.
Okay.
Did we get something? Did we get something?
It doesn't, that doesn't matter to me, so.
Have this attorney? I don't have.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Where are we off to next?
Other matter number 1, CE 11030583, 1036 Suleca Drive.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Case ending in 583, 1036 Sowelka Drive. I'm not even trying to pronounce it.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it either.
I said it.
Date ordered 5/4/2011, fine started 6/6 of 2011, ran for 2,873 days. Current total $287,300 and $100 a day. Date of compliance 4/18 of 19. This is a previous owner. The city would normally ask for standard 25%, but given the size of the lien, wisdom of the magistrate, will be fine.
So when you say it's the previous, is it the same owner or is it a?
The violation is from a previous owner.
Okay,
So they bought the house with the fine running.
gotcha. All right, let me go ahead. Yes, sir.
Hey, Your Honor, we purchased the home with the understanding that it had the
You
violation.
been sworn in?
I'm sorry? No.
Oh, if you raise your hand, do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Thank you.
An entity that I'm a partner in, Walker Reed Holdings, I believe was the purchaser, purchased the property in February 27th, and we purchased it knowing that it had the violations in place, and that we could correct the violations and bring it back to a status prior to the violations being put on. House, I believe, was in foreclosure. It was previously owned by a gentleman who passed away and went on to his son. I heard from the neighbors that the house was either being used as a sober home or drug activities. I provided a Palm Beach Post article about the owner's son who was actually arrested for drug activities. So, you know, it's definitely been a value add to the communities. It's a very nice little pocket of West Palm Beach, that road. And I feel like we've done a substantial job in increasing the value of the property and the tax base for the city. So I would, with that being said, I'd like to request a reduction in the lien amount, please.
After you acquired the property, did you have to invest into renovations of the property, the structure, the grounds?
Oh, absolutely. We invested approximately $60,000 in the property. We applied pretty much immediately. I think we closed on the 27th and applied within 1 to 2 business days of having closed for the, it was a building department code case that was developed. I don't think it was the code department. Had a chicken coop, an illegal structure, an illegal enclosed porch. I have pictures showing before and afters, which I submitted as well, but will show we had to provide a demolition permit, actually bring equipment in there, demo everything, new landscaping, paint, the whole 9 yards. So, you'd like to see those, or do you have them?
I'm happy to take a look. I don't have any reason. I see photographs of the. Why don't you go ahead and show them to Mr. Posner? Make
No
sure.
need, no need.
Okay.
I took the property over to the property appraiser, let them know of the changes we made, had them take a look at the value and make sure it was properly assessed based on those corrections. So whatever the current PAPA value is, would be the accurate assessed value for the city, which I think is like $100,000 more than it was originally assessed for.
Yeah. No, it definitely has a bigger number now. So without objection, we'll include the respondent's information packet, which includes 12 photographs as well as the Palm Beach Post article dated, I think it's January 9th, 2015. I'll make that part of the record. All right, anything else?
I don't have any questions for me or anything I could?
No.
I will, based on everything I've seen and heard in this case, I will agree to reduce this lien to $2,000 payable within 30 days.
Great. Can I pay this now, and how long does it take
Yes.
before the lien gets released?
I can tell you that if you give me just
Okay,
a second.
great, thank you.
Two more cases if you want to just hang out for 10 minutes, and I'll tell you after. Other matter number 5, CE 17030609, 435 8th Street, Unit A. And other matter number 6, CE 1710080, 435 8th Street, Unit A.
Okay. Reverse order. Case ending in 080, address 435 8th Street, date order 10/18 of 17. It was a one-time fine of $500, went unpaid. The original case on that was for hazardous waste. I've got the officer for that here. She'll be speaking in a moment. The other case is case ending 609, 435 8th Street, date ordered 5/3 of 17, fine started 6/18 of 17, number of days 278, current total 69,500, daily fine $250 a day, date of compliance 3/23 of 18. Same owner, city is asking for 100% on the $500 fine, 50% on the other lien. While she's not here now, Dorothy Jarvis's son is representing this property. The last few months, they've pulled her away from this lien reduction since it was separate from their other properties because it's under a trust, but we're absolutely dealing with a completely apathetic landlord, almost a slumlord, considering some of the properties. There's no mitigating factors in this case whatsoever. The structure was falling apart. They finally demolished it to comply the case. It became a vacant lot and still had to be inspected twice just to pass inspection for this lien reduction hearing. The other issue is the only other thing that was claimed on this application by Ms. Jarvis was the city was wrong for citing them for the hazardous waste when they were in the process of a demolition, except it was cited 45 days before a demolition permit was even applied for. And as I said, I have Officer St. Hilaire here to speak about the hazardous waste case.
Well, I would like some more information on what that was.
The hazardous waste case?
Yes.
Yes, that's what she'll be speaking on.
Yeah, I want you. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Cassandra St. Hilaire Code. I think it was right after the hurricane that we had. I had to inspect the property because we had a few complaints come in about the odor in the air. So we weren't sure where it came from. I walked the property to get some pictures, and upon that, I actually ended up stepping in human feces all over. The whole property was filled up with human feces, because I guess the pipes were that bad that after the hurricane, everything came back up, and it was never cleaned up. I actually had to throw away the shoes that I was wearing that day. Our city vehicle was covered in human feces, and we had to get that cleaned out. So that's what the hazardous waste refers to.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir.
Well, John Jarvis, I'm the executor of the trust that is in the name of my father. I'm here to put myself on the mercy of the court. I am not making any excuses, but just to give you a background, the property was purchased in '77, was put in trust for me, and the proceeds from that went to pay for my college education. I grew up with that property. I tiled floors, I carpeted floors, I moved furniture. It was part of my childhood, okay? In '97, before my father passed away, we transitioned we put it in his name as a trust, but ever since I was 7 years old, my mother has always been the one managing, using the word management loosely, the property, okay? Now, she's starting to get older. She just turned 84. And our goal with many of her, let's speak specifically to this property, is to sell it or develop it with the idea that we would fund my son's education, 11-year-old. Now, in this, we've gone to try to sell it. We found out I've had to take the management of this over from my mother, okay? And we're also transitioning, trying to help her with her other properties. Again, separate issue, but I'm trying to help her get out of this business because it's taking an effect on her and myself. Now, I am not my mom. I'm taking this over. I don't deal like my mom, and I don't mean to trash my mom. I love her. She's provided great things for me over the years, but I don't function like her. So since I've taken it over, I've tried to be communicative with the office staff. I've tried to be responsive. If they say this needs to get done, it gets done. And I've tried to be cooperative. You know, I've gotten a landscaper. I'm trying to take care of business when it needs to get taken care of. I'm not trying to This is not an excuse thing. This is the way the city sets these codes so that we don't have crappy property. I get it. I'm not refuting any of this, okay? But I had no idea that any of this was going on. I had no idea that the officer had to deal with bad pipes. I had no idea that there was even a lien or a fine. Whenever I got the letter, I just put it on my mom's desk. She took care of it. Okay? So now here I come along, and I'm just trying to better the property and take care of business. So we try to realize that after the hurricane and after the first initial code violation, that something needs to be done. The property is beyond any kind of repair, and that's when we go to apply for the demolition. Okay? It cost us around $50,000 to demo this property. Okay? But before I could demo it, I had to move the tenants out, one of which fought the move. We had to evict him. And then once all the tenants were out, we had the permit. We applied for the permit. Again, I had no idea. I knew that the eviction was going on. I knew the demo was going on. I knew the big ticket stuff, but I had no idea that all of this other things were going on from a fine standpoint. It wasn't until we actually got a contract this spring that I realized what was happening. The guy said, hey, you have this fine. Nope, I had no idea. That's when, stop, Mom, I got this. Let's figure this out. All right. And, sorry, I'm a little nervous.
No, you're fine. You're doing fine.
So once I found out what was happening, I've done my best to make sure that this gets corrected. I'm recognizing that, Mom, we need to move you away from the property management side of life. All they want to do is have good-looking homes and not have to deal with it, So here we are. I know ignorance is no defense. I have no excuses for why we're here. They are what they are. But understanding that now that I'm in this position, I have to pay something. My request is to pay less rather than more, knowing that moving forward, I'm going to let's try to resolve these and not be, as, I don't know what your position is, sir, I'm sorry. Trying not to be apathetic, okay? I just want to make sure that let's focus on this property and get this thing squared away. So that's my request, is to pay for 5% or less. I don't mind paying the $500, obviously. I'd be happy to reimburse Ms. St. Hilaire for the expenses she incurred as a result of the pipes. So that's where we are.
Okay.
And
And
we won't have
I
this problem
appreciate
moving
your
forward.
acknowledgement of the situation. That's
So we work together, so it's not fun to deal with her on a daily basis, let alone with her property, but we're working towards this.
all right. Then here's what I am going to do on this. I am going to deny the request on the 1710080. I think that $500 needs to be paid. On 170300609, I will agree to reduce that fine to $12,500. Can you pay that within 60 days?
No, I can't. In my mind, I don't think that even $12,000 is, I understand you're the deciding person. I'm prepared to pay $2,000. I can pay $2,000.
Well, I'm happy to give you more time, but I think that under the circumstances is the appropriate reduction. I mean, I've granted people in excess of 6 months to pay these. If it doesn't get paid, though, it reverts back. That's why I want to give you a reasonable amount of time to pay it.
Okay.
So, can you do it in 6 months?
Sir,
We
if you
can-
may. We've gone as far as 9 months
9
before.
months? I mean, I'll.
It really isn't a time frame as much as it is a budgeting thing.
Okay,
All right, do we have the
well-
money in the bank? Yes. I don't know if we have any, no.
Well, I'll go $12,500 on this one to be paid. I'll go ahead and just run it out to 9 months. But if it's not paid within that time frame, it does revert back to the full amount of the 69.5. So I mean, I still think that's a significant reduction. Yeah, can you do the 500 on the other one within 30 days?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not reducing that.
Sir, I don't know that we need a timeline
I was
on
gonna
that.
say I'm not reducing it, so I'm not sure
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we need a timeline.
Yeah.
So no timeline?
Okay.
Anything else?
If you give me 1 second, I can give you your order.
Okay.
And I have a notation that item 4 was dismissed.
Yes, sir. I believe that lien was vacated, and it's an order you signed earlier today.
Okay. And is there anything else that needs to come before me this morning?
Other matter number 4, CE 18050591, 423 56th Street was dismissed.
Okay, is that it? Then it is 11:41, and we stand adjourned.